children have adopted to the internet marvelously, but how safe is this space? What subliminal messages are being passed to our children while we let them explore the wild wide web? Recently, there has been an uproar on some YouTube platforms where children are being told to harm themselves or even commit suicide. Najma Ismael with the details.
Since the inception of YouTube for Kids in February 2015, the network has seen every parent get some peace and quiet. This was a remedy for every screaming, nagging child. It meant parents could do house chores much longer, car and bus rides were quieter, and parents could immerse themselves in their own social media platforms with the assurance that YouTube for Kids was safe for their children to watch.
Mama's going to kill you.
Well, not anymore. This safe heaven has turned out to be a horror movie and a nightmare, to say the least. Early this week, a mother in Florida found videos on YouTube for Kids that gave children instructions on how to harm themselves or commit suicide. In Britain, schools have been warning parents of an online suicide Momo game that has been spliced into YouTube videos. The Momo challenge, linked to 2 child deaths, encourages children to harm themselves or take their own lives. The videos start innocently on the Peppa Pig cartoon or computer game Fortnite and then turns into an altered version with violence and offensive language.
Such games and mobile application gaming or computer-based gaming, desktop, whether they're desktop web applications or mobile applications, all these can be utilized for a greater danger of the player, especially young players, by serial killers who are the so-called digital serial killers, people who are looking forward to endangering people's lives. So the target here is the device that your child is using. Analytically, it's possible for you to know the age of the person watching, or when they're watching, from where, for how long, and all that. So when they know that this is a child, it's easy for them to target the child.
The Momo challenge begins with a shadowy controller sending violent images to the victims over WhatsApp. The online game targets youngsters, then threatens the player if they refuse to follow the game's instructions.
Now, taking away the devices is not solving any problem. Just informing your child, when you see such a thing, how do you respond? Let me know as your parent. A parent can filter the network. There are what is known as network synthesis, and that can help you to block certain content. Always keep in touch with the history of the content that is streaming or that is stored on the various devices that your children are having.
The avatar for Momo is a haunting image of a woman with weird features and bulging eyes. Back in 2016, a dangerous teen game called Blue Whale Challenge, where players were assigned a series of tasks and later suicide challenges, is claimed to have been responsible for several child suicides worldwide. Unsafe topics like suicide, child abuse and violence are being glorified everywhere. Our children are no longer safe if such videos continue to penetrate what was once seen as safe and child-friendly spaces. Najma Ismael, KTN News.